We're building this new community where we're sharing information. We're not judging each other or forming hate, but we're giving out love, in a lot of ways. Love through our experiences, our memories, our sharing stories of the people that walked with us. And so I think that is what this experience has been, just like, how do you form healthy communities, and where does that start? And I think it's been cool to use fashion as a moment to do that, because I think that's what fashion does too.
What I thought was complicated came out to be like one of the funnest things that I could research. This is my past, and this is my future. These are my people, and seeing those, like I said, seeing those movie reels, I literally binge watched them because now as an artist, it gave me more information as an artist, more things more things to know about my people, and it was like a homecoming to me.
Stuff like this is important. Like, I love like being around older people just because the game and like the wisdom and the knowledge. And like for me, I mean, I got both of my parents, and I talk to both of my parents. But like not having like other people you can gain wisdom from or like knowledge from. So like for me personally, this is like real dope, and it's like energy. Like, I'm bouncing my game to all y'all, and then y'all doing the same to me. So we all learning. So as long as we learning, I think that's the only thing that really matters for real.
True.
I like that.
I do believe we learn from younger, older, middle age. That is your network, right? And I can ask Linda something. I don't have to read a book. It'll take me 2 years, but she could tell me, and I can tell her something, and it's like a hack, right? It's a hack of community. It's a hack of, we have a problem, but we have all the knowledge to solve it here.
I feel like it starts in your mind, the style of like feeling like you could be this person, feel like you could be seen in this way. That's where it really all starts.
For me, style and fashion is part of, it goes in conjunction with emotion and where you are in your place and time. For my era, looking at the elders of that time, the options weren't as broad, and it was a way to express themselves. And you didn't know who was and who wasn't, because everybody was kind of proud. The shoes were shined. There may have been cardboard in the soles, but the attitudes, the attitudes. And so I realized that's all part of my style.
I'm reminded of the women in my family that I watched coming up as a little girl. That was always fun to play dress up. To this day, I still have my grandmother's jewelry box full of all kind of old baubles and trinkets and things inside. And every now and then, it's nice to go to that and have a little look. If I concentrate really hard, it almost still smells like her.
I've learned so much about Chicago, its history, thinking about my own family history, migrating to Chicago, their style, just how my grandmother, my aunts, cousins were seamstress, even men, but also professionals, and how that has inspired me to be the style that I am, because it helps me carry them with me.
My mother actually was my inspiration. We grew up poor in the projects, and she was a thrifter. She was, like the original thrifter to me. I remember going shopping with her, literally leaving and coming back, leaving like at 12 o'clock, but coming back at like when all the stores were closed. That's when we would come back, and we would hate to do it, but I learned like so much, and I would watch her getting dressed. You would never knew that she was actually coming back to the projects and helping, because my mom really cared about how she looked. And one of the things that she always told me, just because you don't have a dime, don't mean you have to look like it.
It was interesting. I used to pay more attention to my father's style. And because like queerness is looked at very differently in Jamaican culture. And my family, it was like, I was looking at my dad's style, but like I couldn't really say anything, So I was always trying to like I would steal his hats and stuff and his watches and stuff, and I would wear it to school when he wouldn't, and put it in my bag, bring it to school and wear it, and he wouldn't, he wouldn't know, but I wanted a piece of his style. And so a lot of my style just comes from my family. Jamaicans have great style. I feel like their style are like, it's an infusion of American style with a flair, with opulence. I feel like that's a word of the day, opulence.
Well, me, I ride the train a lot every day, And like when I wear something weird, I can see people looking at me. So then sometimes I feel like not dressing up, But it's nice to be here because you guys like encourage this stuff, So it just made me remember, like, continue to be you, continue to be yourself. When we dress up and we're being ourselves, it's not to like say we better than somebody or that we think that we cooler than anybody, because everybody got their own style. When I do it, it's really to show other people that they can also do it and like just bring more of freedom in who you are to the world, because I feel like that kind of raises the vibration.
That's why they're looking at you. You're wearable art. You're a walking sculpture. So hey, next time you look back at them and say,
Take a picture.
turn around.
No, for real.
Take a bow. It's beautiful.
I don't like feel no way about people staring, because people gonna stare at this point anyway.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. Like in middle school, I had some pair of shell toe Adidas, and I'll never forget this. And the kids, they were trying to fry me because I had some shell toes. And then like 2 years later, it was like a resurgence of shell toes. Like everybody in the high school had them. So like from that moment, that's when I knew like people couldn't even mess with me for real.
Okay, I gotta
Started the
ask.
revolution.
What is shell toe?
The Adidas, they the ones that Ron DMC had from,
Are you talking about like the thing on the top?
Yeah,
of
the classics, yeah.
And that was my first hip hop sweatshirt because they were the first ones. Run DMC. Yes, I had one, and I wore it proudly.
No, for real.
So that was my style for like a year. Okay.
I can remember my grandmother name or my aunt name in my clothes because they made their labels. So as I wear these other labels, I'm not wearing labels. I'm wearing, what is the quality? How did you put it together? Because I felt like my clothes were put together with love.
I stumbled over one of my favorite designers, which was Ralph Lauren. And it was around the time the jeans thing. You could only get Wrangler and Levi. And he came out and somebody else, they started coming out with the jeans and they felt good and they were made good.
My first designer purchase with my babysitting money, probably circa 1978, 79, a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, which cost $32.
Which was a lot.
And that was unheard of, that somebody paid $32 for a pair of blue jeans. But yeah, I saved to get those jeans because they had the little name on the back pocket.
Right.
And it was just, that was the thing to do.
I guess we all want to like be, not necessarily put on a pedestal, but like we all want to be recognized for something. So I think if we was to express our feelings to like, yeah, bro, I think you have a nice outfit, or like, I think your dress is nice. I think if we all was to express this, no problem. I think if we all was to express this more, I think everybody could just like, the energy would just feed off each other, and it'd be decent.
I don't think we are our ancestors' wildest dream. I don't think they dreamed to this, but now it's us to keep on that dream. So I think that's what Chicago style is, holding on to that migration of revolution.